Hey guys, welcome to Version Control Handbook. In today's short course, we're going to go over 24 Git commands that you should know. So, what is version control? Well, if you're someone who builds software, you're going to have to eventually update your software, right? So, maybe you're familiar with versioning and major minor patch versioning, right? Oftentimes in software bundles, you'll see the version numbers being updated, like version 1.2.4 or version 2.3.1. So that's the nomenclature of how we keep track of different versions of software as the software grows and improves over the years. So version control management deals with managing our code repositories, because nowadays in 2025 rather, it's a new year. Software teams are no longer all present in one place, one office. Oftentimes we're distributed teams that work across time zones, maybe even across different countries and remote teams. So if you're a software developer, you're going to have to know some of the basic Git commands. And these are the top 24 that I think all developers should learn from a list of 150 plus total Git commands I think there are. Now, if you're someone who manages a team of engineers, then you're probably going to want to study more than this list, right? This is not a full list. This is just the top 24 from a list of like 150 plus. So if you're someone who manages a team of developers or a remote team, you're going to have to be on top of it in terms of keeping your code repositories clean, your code manageable, and managing your team of developers. So with that introduction out of the way, let's review the 24 most common Git commands. And here's that list, that top 24 list. So I'll give you guys a moment to study this list. These are the top 24 most common Git commands. All right, so let's start with git add. All right, git add. What does it do? It adds file contents to the index. Git merge. What does git merge do? It joins two or more development histories together. So far, so good. What about a git stash? It stashes the changes in a dirty working directory away. You stash the changes away, git stash. Whereas git status shows the working tree status. It's a status report. Git tag allows us to create, list, delete, or verify a tag object assigned with GPG. You guys with me so far? Good. Now, git config, another popular one, is used to get and set repository or global options. Okay. Git remote, another very common one that you must know, is to manage a set of tracked repositories. All right, this is how we communicate with GitHub, the centralized repository where the code is viewable, downloadable for everyone on our team. All right, so Git commands allow us to work together seamlessly. All right, let's go through a few more. So git clone, that's another big one. It clones a repository into a new directory. So we can use a git clone to clone a repository that's on GitHub, for example, into our local environment so we can work on the code. Git commit records changes to the repository. All right, this is how we incrementally enhance our code. As we finish code, we commit it to the repo. Git diff shows changes between commits, commit and working tree, etc. So what's changed from the last commit to this commit? That's viewable with git diff. Git fetch, it downloads objects and refs from another repository. We can run a git fetch to accomplish this. All right, so git merge, that's an important one. We can join 2 or more development histories together with git merge. Git rebase allows us to reapply commits on top of another base tip. That one's a bit confusing, and I'll go more in depth with git rebase in a separate video. Okay, I think we have time for a few more. So, git push and git pull. Very important commands that everyone should know. So git push updates remote refs along with associated objects, whereas git pull fetches from and integrates with another repository or a local branch. We're pulling in code and we're pushing out code. And the last one we'll cover today is git cherry pick, where we can apply the changes introduced by some existing commits. Alright guys, so I hope that was helpful, and sorry I couldn't cover all 24, but you guys can pause the video and maybe jot down this list and search for the remaining ones and study this list, guys, because if you know these 24, you'll be well on your way to working with Git and interfacing with your remote team, and you'll be ready to go day one on your new job. All right, guys, good luck. Thank you for watching Tech Guides TV, and tune in again next time for another one.